friends, I'm Meg from Cook with Meg. Today we are in the kitchen making frittata fingers. Frittata sticks, fingers, you name it, call it what you want. They're incredible and they're super simple. This is a very basic recipe showing you how to use a dozen eggs, and in just under, we'll say 30 minutes, you're gonna have a perfectly portable breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, any time of the day deliciousness. Now, the first thing I've done to make these into a sticks or fingers is I've taken an 8x8, technically 9x9 or 8x8 baking dish. This one happens to be metal. You can use glass, metal, ceramic, whatever works. I've sprayed it liberally with nonstick spray, and I've got some parchment paper lining kind of one edge. Just kind of gives you handles to pull out the frittata when it's finished. Next up, again, the star of the show, eggs. So just in one big bowl, we're going to crack 12 eggs. So here we go. We're gonna crack them one at a time. I'll use my sink as my temporary shell spot because this is a egg forward recipe, obviously, and I'm using a glass bowl. We're gonna be really mindful, I'll try to talk and crack at the same time, that we are not getting any shells down into the bowl. So if you are able to just take your time, crack, let go, and peek. If you ever do get a shell, use half of your eggshell to dip into the mixture. It actually kind of acts like a magnet, and it's a really easy way to get little pieces out that may have made their way into your bowl. So a dozen eggs, obviously you can adjust if you want to make a smaller version, but we're not using any milk or cream or anything, just straight eggs. So a dozen eggs will do it. Give our hands a quick rinse. Mine today is simply going to be eggs with a bit of cheddar cheese that's shredded, little salt, little pepper. You can absolutely make this your own. We're gonna give those a really good whisk. We really wanna break those yolks. We really wanna incorporate all of the whites into the yolks for sure. So take that time, whether it's 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Sometimes you can even do this in a blender, which is really fun. Just break it all apart, and we're gonna aerate. So we really wanna kind of whip into this mixture as much air as possible to make our frittata fingers nice and fluffy. Now, I mentioned using some cheese. You can use absolutely any kind of cheese. So think of this as a blank canvas. My eggs are the base, 12. If you want to add crisp, crumbled, cooked bacon, go for it. The recipe that we have here on eggs.ab.ca actually includes Worcestershire and some herbs. You can do a shallot that you cook ahead of time, like a diced onion or a diced shallot. It's also a really great way to use up leftover veggies. Maybe you have some roasted vegetables from the night before. A frittata is a really fun, like, Friday frittata. Maybe that's what we need to be calling this. Friday frittata fingers. It's a great way to kind of use up leftovers, use up what's in your fridge, whether that's chopped up peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, honestly, any vegetable will work. I'm showing you the base. You can go in any direction you choose. So once you get your eggs whipped, I'm gonna go in with 1 cup of shredded cheese. Again, you can do any kind of cheese. Sharp cheese works great. Goat cheese is beautiful. A little crumbled feta is awesome. Go in with a pinch of salt. Nothing too heavy on the salt. Nice crack of pepper. And we're preheating our oven to 350. Couldn't be easier. When you have your salt, your pepper, your eggs, your cheese, your other additions, we'll call them mix-ins, we're gonna just move our baking dish in front. I'm gonna quickly grab a spatula, my favorite tool in the kitchen, because we wanna make sure when we pour this in that we get every last bit of the eggy goodness. And that is as easy as it gets. We're gonna go into a preheated 350-degree oven, and we're gonna bake this until everything is beautifully set. This is where you probably will want a little bit of help if you are opening your oven and placing it in on the middle rack. It is a little sloshy, technical term. So 25 to 30 minutes at 350 until everything is beautifully set, and we've got this custardy, really delicious set up frittata in the form of a square pan of frittata fingers. Meet you back here in 25-ish minutes. Hi friends, we are officially back, and we have this gorgeous frittata out of the oven. It was done, finished, baked in under 30 minutes, right around 25 to 30 minutes, and all ovens vary, so just watch it. We're looking for puffy, we're looking for golden. Come closer. I have a cutting board. I have my frittata. Remember, we put the parchment paper in to act as little handles. Watch how easy this is. We can literally pick it right up. Woo, she's steamy. And then we are just going to leave it here to completely cool before we officially cut into fingers. It smells amazing, and this is literally just egg and cheese. You can see we've got puffiness, we've got ooey gooiness. We're gonna let that sit. It does need to completely cool before you take a nice sharp knife. You can also use a pizza cutter, and we're gonna cut this into strips. The size of the strip, completely up to you. I wanna go fingers, so I'm gonna cut right down the center, and then I'm probably gonna do at least 6 or 7 to get me either 12 frittata sticks or fingers, or 12 to 14. Totally up to you. These will last in the fridge for a couple of days. Just put them into a nice sealed container, and you can wrap them up into a tortilla to make like a quick on-the-go little burrito wrap, or you could just eat them on their own. Super fun, super easy. Hope you enjoy this recipe. For more, cookwithmeg.com, and stay a while here, eggs.ab.ca. Tons of fun eggy recipes. Hope you enjoyed the Friday frittata fingers. We'll see you soon in the kitchen. Remember, we are awesome.